Why you think that is?
When you see what you saw, there'll never be no support in that. Never. That's before they saw what they saw. Once they saw what they saw, once I saw what I saw, I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. Can't nobody do nothing like that in front of me in person.
Ray J's a versatile entertainer renowned for his music, reality TV, and entrepreneurial pursuits. Recently made waves by speaking out about Diddy, a prominent figure in the music industry. Ray J's revelations have ignited intrigue and controversy, offering insights into his experiences and interactions with Diddy that could alter public perception of the mogul. This analysis examines Ray J's statements, the potential impact of his disclosures, and the broader context of their relationship within the music landscape.
Yeah, I got you. I understand, man. I mean, yeah, that video was wild, man. So he pretty much blackballed ever since that video came out. And you got a lot of people that's wondering why any of his friends haven't came out and spoke up for him. Why you think that is?
When you see what you saw, there'll never be no support in that. Never. That's before they saw what they saw. Once they saw what they saw, once I saw what I saw, I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. Can't nobody do nothing like that in front of me in person.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like that. I still can't believe he crashed out like that.
I am too. There's only one thing that can go after that.
What's that?
I can't tell you. It's too deep. It's too violent.
But just imagine that, man. Looking at Diddy, he been having success for like over 30 years. And to see him go out like this, man, I'm still in disbelief, man.
As it should.
Yeah, speaking of Diddy, man, Big, you know Big?
I did. I can give you a story. Shout out to Little C's. It was like the day or two before all that shit happened. But Big had invited me down to the Four Seasons, him and C's. And we spent all day literally brainstorming about some shit. Watching all the videos that was coming out. Yeah, big plans for Little Kim, big plans for the new shit he was doing with C's. Yeah, man. That was like a day before. That nigga was cool more than most people in the world. Cool. Real cool, dude. Shout out to Lil C's. And he'll back all that up because you want that to be backed up, saying shit like that. So to my brother Lil C's, though. He made it all happen.
Born William Ray Norwood Jr., Ray J rose to prominence in the entertainment industry as a singer, best known for hits like Sexy Can I and One Wish. His career evolved into reality TV with appearances on shows like Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood and Brandy, and Ray J, A Family Business. Beyond entertainment, Ray J has made a name for himself as an entrepreneur, successfully launching ventures in technology, fashion, and hospitality.
How you feel about everything that's going on with Diddy right now?
It's just not okay. And, when somebody is around somebody and we're counting on them to be one of our leaders in a space that we're all trying to get to, that's not acceptable to do. And it's not okay. I mean, it might be forgivable in the sense of a spiritual realm of life or forgive everybody, but it's unforgettable. And That's where you just draw the line on friendship and hanging out and supporting and being cool. It's like, niggas, it's done, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, that video was out of pocket, man. It should never get to that point where you stumping a female, man.
It's not okay, man. And it's not something that niggas can just take lightly, you know? Cannot do that. Not okay. Niggas is not cool. Period.
You knowing Diddy personally, was you surprised when you seen that video?
Heartbreaking. And shameful. And unacceptable. I've never seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that in the history of my life. So that's a new for me. I don't know what kind of demon you are, but you know, somebody need to motherfucking form an exorcism fast.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, I'm still in disbelief about what I seen. To see him kicking her like that, man. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
There's no place in that. And for somebody like me or anybody to say what I'm saying, they better not have had something like that happen. You get what I'm saying? Because now they even put their whole self at risk with being honest. You know what I'm saying? It's like people watch these reality shows and you see certain people arguing and shit get a little tense, right, on reality, but there's a certain level of where you don't go. You get what I'm saying? And this and that just do not go together. It just doesn't. You can't compare this of, you know, a back and forth verbal, whatever it is, in a sense of having a disagreement, right? And even getting too loud at this point is not even okay. But that is way on another page of somebody yelling or screaming. That's not humane.
You think it's over for him?
It's not about that. It's just about, you know, life in this industry goes on without certain people because their membership club is revoked. Their membership in the club is revoked. It's over. So you don't have room to make mistakes like that in the big club. You can't do that. You can't. It's inexcusable.
What you mean by that when you say his membership is revoked?
Meaning, if you threw a party tonight, the people on your invitation list, Fat Club, the people that throw a party tomorrow or a foundation for, could be anything that has substance to it, right? It's no longer available for certain people to be invited to or welcome.
Ray J's recent remarks about Diddy focus on their professional interactions and personal insights. While specifics may differ, Ray J has pointed out discrepancies between Diddy's public persona and private behavior, hinting at a more intricate narrative behind the scenes. His disclosures include allegations of questionable business practices and personal dynamics that contrast with Diddy's carefully crafted image. These claims have garnered public attention for their potential to challenge the established perception of Diddy as a mentor and industry leader.
Say something, you know, in defense of Diddy. And all of those people who are his quote-unquote, you know, that's his people, you know, that's his friends, you know, are hesitant. Maybe, do you think they're hesitant to say something because, you know, whatever could happen to them? Because, you know, there's subpoenas going on, there's this, there's that. Do you think that's what's happening, you know, or is there another reason why other people ain't speaking out in his defense?
I think a lot of people are just trying to understand it. Understand what is and what's not, you know? It's still a big question mark. Pray for everybody though. Prayers go up for everybody.
Well, what do you think about like the idea that like there's people saying it's not the Diddy party, that the legendary Diddy party was the problem. It's the after party. You think that's more of what the feds are like looking into here? Not because you've been to the regular party, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's been to those parties. Those weren't problematic in any way, according to those like recap videos. And you know, I mean, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I gotta plead the fifth on that one.
You've been in the game for so long doing reality. How do you feel like, you know, as the boss of a network, like you change the game?
You know, it's when you start these businesses, it takes a while to like get this thing up and running. It's a 5-year, 10-year process. So, you know, we're ready for the hard work that gotta be put into it.
For example, like, did you get tired of like the way the networks, the reality networks that currently kind of run things were operating?
Nah, what's crazy is that we got the new network. We're still in business with Viacom. We love AMC. We love WeTV. BET is family. VH1 is family. You see what we did with Zeus? New network. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? No, we got some uncut raw shows, but we also got some good shows with some balance to it. Cooking shows. We do have shows that have a lot of drama, but you know, I think the story arc that we got at the end of these shows is more powerful than all these other OTT platforms. I got one of the biggest transgender shows coming out. It's called The Girls Club. It's spelling girls, GWORLS. The Girls Club. It is one of the most moving, chilling shows. I mean, you really get to go inside of their life and understand what they've been through, their struggles, and then you hear their story. You have a whole new outlook. If you was looking that way, you're looking this way. I also have an agency called The Gagency.
I like that.
Focusing on LGBTQ.
I like that.
And they're my real close friends as well.
Yeah.
So I think when people see how we work together and how everything is always supposed to be on the up and up, the highest level of respect, that's when everybody jumps in line and does the same thing. So we just got to be one of the first people to jump out and support.
The entertainment industry is built on power and influence, with figures like Diddy holding significant sway over aspiring artists and professionals. Ray J's claims imply that this power dynamic may not always reflect ethical standards or genuine mentorship, raising concerns for emerging talent. Currently, Diddy has not publicly addressed Ray J's allegations. He has historically maintained a curated public image as a mentor and advocate for new artists. Any response from Diddy's camp could notably impact public perception and the future of this situation.
If anybody didn't know that, Brandy is Ray J's sister. I'm Brandy's brother. And Brandy was just really like the angel in disguise, right? Like the song. But she was really my angel as far as my sister. Just opening up multiple opportunities for me to be successful and make money. And Moesha was one of those things where when Countess Vaughn left Moesha to go do the Parkers with her and Moniece, which was a poppin' spinoff, that's when Moesha needed something new, something edgy, something controversial, something that would turn the story inside out. And I think bringing a D-Money character in that was kind of a troublemaker and just a reflection on a lot of the young youth in LA at the time, to bring that in with that kind of story where Frank, who was a super positive character throughout the last 5 years of the network and then in the franchise, then became my father, and it just became like a dramedy more than a comedy. So Brandy hooked that up, and then we turned that shit out.
But speaking of Countess Vaughn, what was the issue between her and Brandy? Because I always heard this rumor that the show ended because, you know, they had beef. Is there any truth to that or no?
Yeah, I don't really know the beef between Brandy and Countess. I can tell you this though, because I forgot. It's been so long ago, but I can tell you Countess is the homie. Let me keep this here. Countess is the homie. Now, I don't know how many years ago we did the show. I think that sometimes having beef is the opportunity to then branch off and move forward. Both ways of it. Having beef sometimes is the point where one person then elevates to the next level. It's the centerpiece to some people's story and career to this day of being iconic, right? The iconic beef is what leads you to a lot of succession. Musically, reality wise, 100% for reality. I don't know any reality show that has the number one moment where it was 100% positive.
But from what you know, right, they did have issues at one point, right?
Probably, yeah. Everybody has issues, you know what I'm saying? And I think those issues lead you somewhere. So if her and Brandy did have an issue, I think
Ray J's statements have ignited varied reactions within the entertainment industry, ranging from skepticism to cautious support. Industry insiders and commentators have discussed the potential implications of his disclosures, emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability. The industry has a history of allegations and controversies surrounding influential figures, highlighting ongoing challenges related to exploitation and ethical lapses. These incidents underscore the complexities within an industry driven by talent, creativity, and commerce.
To move into another sector, which was the Parkers, which was another phenomenal show, you know, and shout out to everybody that put all of that together. They were just super creative and super patient with everybody.
And you feel like the way the show ended was whack, right?
I didn't like the way Moesha ended, and I didn't like the way 101 ended as well. And those were two shows that I was on, more so around like the second wave of it. But with Moesha, I think the Neutronics Network, we have a spinoff of Moesha coming with myself and Marcus Polk, who played Miles on the show. So D Money and Miles has a spinoff from that show leading up to now. But now it's like Power. It's like Power, where I done flipped it into some gangster shit for D Money and Miles. So look out for it, the new D Money and Miles show. We don't have the new title yet, but it's fucking dope.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that, man. That sounds dope, man. But what was your issue with the way the show ended?
The issue was that it didn't go to next season. So I think Master P either kidnapped D Money or Miles, or one of us, and I think Little Kim was on the show at the time, and we were in a good space for next season, and I was just kind of finding my rhythm. So I was a little upset because I enjoyed that show. That was probably some of the best moments in television for me, being that Brandy was in full control. It was her show. We got the big ass, when I got on the network, we got the big ass, like, whole top floor, one studio, and we was in there living, bro. It just was it was lit. And so I remember those days, and I chuckle, and I have a good time just thinking about those good times.
Yeah, the show could have ended way better than that, man. And R.I.P. to Lamont Bentley.
Yeah, Lamont Bentley, man. Shout out to that Nick, man. Good Nick, man. Really good dude, you know. Rest in peace. He's a good friend and very talented. Gone too soon.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking the way he passed, man.
That shit was crazy, bro. That was my Nick too. Like, seriously.
He was a cool dude, yo.
Man, super talented, and he had a good business going. He had a new business venture that was making him a lot of money. Had a new house out in Porter Ranch, where a lot of people are now. And yeah, it was just sad, man. Rest in peace to the homie.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate passing, man. What was your reaction when you found out?
Yeah, we was fucked up, you know. But they sent him off well, though, you know. His family did, but it was definitely fucked up.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him, man. R.I.P. to him, man.
Yeah. I mean, as you get older, you tend to lose a lot of people on the way, but it's a trip everybody got to take. So, you know, you just got to enjoy the time here and keep that shit pushing.
The legal and ethical implications of Ray J's disclosures could extend beyond personal reputations to influence broader industry practices and standards. Depending on the validity and impact of his claims, there may be legal repercussions or calls for regulatory reforms. In the music industry, public reception and media coverage are crucial in shaping the narrative surrounding Ray J's revelations. Responsible journalism and public discourse can promote a deeper understanding of the issues while holding industry figures accountable for their actions.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I had no idea you was around like that, man. So you was around Death Row, Candid Studios, and all that.
Yeah, every day. Every day if I could, but I was young as hell. I was like 14.
Hey, you knew Pac?
Yeah.
Any stories about Pac?
I mean, there are, but I try to just keep everything, you know what I'm saying? Some things just, you know what I mean? You gotta just chill out on. I mean, I've said stories in the past, but I just don't be, again, I don't try not to go viral. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying not to go viral. But yeah, every time I seen Pac, well, actually, Pac came to my birthday party. I think my 18th birthday party at the Hollywood Athletic Club a long time ago. But past that, just in the Death Row times, I see Pac all the time too. But I either be with Suge or I be with Snoop. So, I could tell you a party that was lit was the party at House of Blues, the one that Pac came out with the surprise performance and they hit him up. That I was there. I was young, but I was there at the House of Blues.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I always heard the rumor that she was around Death Row, but I never knew if it was true or not until now. But I gotta ask you, right? There's no way I can do this interview and not ask you. You did an interview back in 2008, right? Where you made a comment saying that you seen Faith on Tupac lap.
See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't want to go viral again because I done said when I was younger, bro, that I don't even feel like I should have said because it was probably nobody's business. You get what I'm saying? And so that's what took me back to that. Of me saying I ain't trying to go viral. That's why I said Pac came to my birthday party when I was young, like 18, and that's a positive story. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a non-viral moment. Hey, did I leave that blunt upstairs? Like half of one, right by the bed. If you could get it for me, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, right, it's so many people that spoke on it. But I mean, for you to actually see it is crazy, man. So you seen Faith on Tupac lap?
Nah, man, because Faith was like being like, I'm trying to be cool with Faith, and Faith is cool. Shout out to Faith. You know what I'm saying? I was young when I said that. You know what I'm saying? And certain you just can't be like, you know what I'm saying? I can't go back to that because it wasn't okay to say. Because it was really nobody's business, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that to Faith. Even if she ain't fucking with me now because I said that. I wouldn't let history repeat itself.
Right. So she ain't rocking with you right now? You think it's over that?
I don't know. She's always been respectful to my people and family and friends. So even if it is, I apologize, Faith, for that. Did I see Faith on Tupac lap? I told you I can't do that because I ain't trying to like, I know Faith already mad at me for saying that shit. And so I don't want to go back there. I want to be a different person today. So a different person today will just say, man, it was cloudy back then. I was young, man. I don't know. It probably looked like her, you know what I'm saying?
Ray J's statements highlight the need for transparency and accountability within the entertainment sector, providing advocates for reform an opportunity to push for changes that prioritize the well-being and rights of artists and industry professionals.
You got a lot of people, man, that's wondering why Farnsworth Bentley, why he hasn't came out and defended Diddy. They was real cool at one point, so.
Well, I was there when Farnsworth Bentley got his actual name. How they came up with the name and everything. We were sitting in front of
apartment building on 74th and Park Avenue. It was me, him, Tony
The impact
DeNiro.
of Ray J's statements on his
Puff was
career is
upstairs.
still uncertain. While
They was
speaking
trying
out
to
can attract
figure
attention
out-
and support,
He
they
had
may also
became
lead to
Puff one of
scrutiny
Puff's
and
personal
challenges.
assistants.
His future endeavors
You
and
understand?
public
To
perception
make
will
sure
depend
all
on how his
Puff's
disclosures
there when we get
resonate
ready to
within the
go,
industry and with fans.
everything that was supposed
Ray
to be
J's
in order,
experiences
that
have
was
shaped his narrative
Farnsworth
about
Bentley
Diddy
job.
and the industry,
When Puff
offering insights
has to
into
go to
complex
restaurants
dynamics
and places
often
like
hidden by
that,
public
you
personas
know,
and corporate
he
strategies.
made sure
Next
everything was
voice,
straight
next voice.
with that.
Ray
You know what I'm
J's
saying?
disclosures could spark
He had another
discussions and
assistant,
actions
too.
aimed at industry-wide
But
reforms,
Farnsworth Bentley
including
was his
improved
personal
oversight,
assistant, put
ethical
out his clothes,
guidelines,
told
and
him what he
support
should
systems
wear,
for aspiring
all that,
artists
like a
navigating the
stylist and
competitive
personal
and
assistant,
often opaque
all together.
entertainment landscape.
You know?
Next
So
voice, next
he was
voice.
in front of the house, and this dude, Tony DeNiro, he played guitar in that Bad Boy for Life. The black dude, not the white guy. The black dude who played the guitar, that's Tony DeNiro. I think he might be from California or something. So Tony DeNiro was like, yo, we got to think of a name for you, man. And if you're going to be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you going to do, you understand? We got to think of a name for you. We're going to try to make you like Bentley or either Farnsworth or either Bentley. You gotta be, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. He was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude, Tony DeNiro, said, we got to figure out a name for you, man. It's got to be on the level of, those characters. He said, you got to be like Farnsworth. You got to be like Bentley. He said, it. We're just going to call you Farnsworth Bentley. And he said, I like it. And they start calling him that. His name Farnsworth Bentley. I said, these motherfuckers corny. Like I was